And so welcome everybody. Welcome to part 2 of this series on benefits of complete chair yoga, or chair yoga in general, right? But specifically focusing on chair, okay? How it improves your quality of life. Okay? And today we're going to talk about strength. So strength is directly related to stability, which is one of the most lacking qualities. I think when you look at people, like a lot of people work on their strength, like to build muscle, be able to do like impressive things or lift large amounts of weight or something, or endurance. But not many of us focus really on our stability or balance, if you want to call it that. So strength, that's one of the main benefits for me, is that it improves your balance, right? Stability in the body, no matter what age group you're talking about, but specifically in older people, it tends to be a large cause of injury is falls, right? So balance and stability, building the strength for balance and stability through these postures, right? Using the chair for support so you can be balanced and be working on the stability muscles, but slowly building up to that, right? So you can build balance and stability in a safe way, right? Where you're supported, using the props, right? Being intelligent, right? Instead of taking a chance. Why would you take a chance for injury when you don't have to, right? So I've caught myself, since I've started practicing yoga, I remember there were a lot of times that one of the things I've pulled muscles a lot doing is either pulling my back, simple things, when you're not taking care of your body. When I wasn't taking care of my body, I would pull my back just doing simple things like leaning and twisting, making poor movements, right? Little movements. And that was one thing. And another thing was walking on the floor with socks. If you've ever, your feet slide away from each other, I've pulled the inside of my thigh many times when that would happen before. And I remember so many times that's happened since then, that something would happen and I'd catch myself and be like, I know I would have pulled something or been injured, like if it was before, right? So that's the benefit of the strength, is that the inside of the thigh becomes strong, so I have the strength to catch myself, and hold my legs together. So overall, balance equals healing, right? Our body being in balance, right? Our body's always seeking that natural balance, right? No matter what system of the body you're talking about, it always wants to come back to balance, okay? Whether you're talking about the muscles, strength, flexibility, whatever. So the great thing about the way yoga approaches from strength and flexibility is that it looks to balance strength and flexibility, right? It doesn't look to over strengthen one area. So you see this a lot with a great example I'll give you, bodybuilding or weightlifting, right? So men especially, right, they want to, if you're concerned about the way it looks, not doing it for functionality, then a lot of times you see like really lot work on our chest, like big chest, and big abs, but the back of the body's so weak, especially mid back and lower back. You see that a lot. Or the rotator cuffs are so weak inside, but the big, these muscles are real big, on the outside of the shoulder, the ones that look impressive. And the problem with that is that you're creating imbalance. You don't even realize it because you're not focused on that, not thinking about that, but you're creating imbalance in the body. So yoga balances strength and flexibility. It builds strength evenly throughout the body, right? It might not look like big, large, impressive muscles, right? But the balance and the strength will be balanced, right? It will form in a balanced way where it's conducive to you feeling good, right? And it's conducive to health in the body, right? So it won't cause further imbalance, but it'll actually correct and improve and heal, right? Build balance. So the next thing is the type of strength that it builds. So yoga builds more endurance strength, right? So the typical way to work out, if we're talking about calisthenics or weightlifting or something, is bursts, right? We do like big activity, big amounts of weight or something, or even if it's not, just repetitions, bursts, right? It doesn't do anything for extended periods of time. So yoga holds postures, and building the strength and holding the posture and moving with awareness, like slow and controlled, more like Tai Chi style movement, is that you're building endurance in the muscles, which is more useful in daily life, isn't it? Because in daily life, it's not functional strength to do like 10 sets of 10 or 10 sets, whatever, or 3 sets of 10. That's not functional. Because do we do that in life? Like, do you go over and like, pick up the box pick up the box 10 times? Like, no, you pick up the box and you carry it to some place that you're going, right? So this requires endurance, right, of the muscles. It's not like I pick it up and put it down, pick it up and put it down. No, like I pick it up and I carry it somewhere, right? So there has to be all this stability in my abdomen as well, and the endurance to hold the muscles. So just a simple example that I've seen in class before that I could tell you is I've seen people who are bodybuilders, very, very large muscles, but it's a different kind of muscle strength. So just briefly to tell you, you have two different types of muscle fibers. We don't have to get into it. You have white muscle fibers and red muscle fibers, and there's more specifics to this, but just generally, the large muscle fibers are the ones that we want to build because they look the biggest, right? But those are also built by burst strength, right? Quick. So your muscles aren't going to be large because you're building the smaller muscle fibers that are for endurance, right? The kind that runners have, right? If you see long distance runners, they have smaller muscles, leaner muscles, but they can run for like 5 hours. You know what I mean? So that's more functional, more useful in daily life. Okay? And that's what we work on in yoga, building the strength of those deep muscles to build stability, strength, right? But a functional strength where it's useful in your life and you feel you can do things for longer periods of times. You don't feel fatigued, right? You don't feel fatigued walking for periods of times, or if you have to carry something far, carrying bags, right? If you could lift the weight, we don't lift the weight 10 times like this. The bags, you don't like lift the shopping bags, right? You have to lift them and you got to carry them home or carry them to your car or in and out of your car or whatever, or up steps, okay? So it's much more conducive to building strength that is going to help you in your daily life, improve your quality of life, what we're focusing on here, okay? This strength has also helped me to lose weight when I was practicing yoga. And of course, there's many factors to that. Like it changed, it calmed my mind and helped me in that aspect. The breathing helped, I'm sure, with losing weight. I'm sure the flexibility helped. I'm sure the changes in my mind, my mental aspects, surely contributed to that as well, because I cared for my body more and didn't want to eat the same stuff or the same amounts that I was. But the strength, I remember when I would hold downward dog, which is, feet and hands on the floor, seat pressing towards the ceiling. And I would start sweating, in 30 seconds. And that was the first posture that I just started holding for longer and longer periods. And I would be sweating, and just that was building heat in my body. And it was the only exercise I could do at the time because I had injuries. So it's gentle, but in a warming way that still helps you. So to lose weight, which is going to obviously improve your quality of life, right? You feel better, you feel lighter, you feel your body it feels lighter inside, and it's less stress on your body, okay? So I hope this video has been informative and helped you in some way. And if you have any questions, as always, let me know. If I can answer them, I'll answer them. And until next time, thanks for watching. See you.